Bonjour, hola, hello. You're gonna have to excuse the rubbish hairstyle today. I look like Zach from Saved by the Bell. And also the stubble. I'm trying to grow this trendy designer stubble, but I'm looking more like Tom Hanks from Castaway. It'd be quite nice to have like that David Beckham type stubble, but I don't think I'm quite pulling it off. But today's video, I want to share with you some amazingly cool information from a book that I recently read, which is Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuck. It's been one of my favourite books that I've read today, especially relating to business. This is going to be perfect if you're an entrepreneur or you just love learning about how social networks work and how to optimize stuff to benefit your blog, to bring you in more money. And it's super fascinating. So a little bit about Gary Vaynerchuck. He's a serial entrepreneur. He's extremely wealthy. He's very charismatic, very interesting to watch, highly passionate, and I encourage every single person that's watching this video to check him out across Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, because he puts out some amazing content which has definitely helped me, and it's going to help you. It's going to help you too, provided you listen to him. So I've got a few notes because I don't want to waffle on. Sometimes I can talk for England, and I want to make sure that everything on this video is going to help you and there's no bullshit. I can't promise that 100%, but I'm going to try my best, okay? So some of the things that I've learned from the book is to speak to your community. If you're a small business, which most people that are reading this book are going to be small businesses, speak to your local community. Don't just do ambiguous statuses. For example, like I'm in the fitness industry, so I run a personal training company, and it's so easy just to post generic health tips, but they're not personalised. So one of the things that I've started applying the last 4 weeks as I've been reading this is to actually engage with my local community of Sheffield. So hello to anybody that's from Sheffield watching this video. But it just gets more engagement because you are speaking to a smaller audience, but an audience which is relevant to your demographic. I've noticed a big difference just by speaking about my local community. Make sure that your images are on point, so your branding is on point. Don't just copy images from the internet. Make sure that your images are high spec. Use analytics. So this is kind of a bit of a no-brainer, but understanding how many people are engaging with your post, what's the best time to post, what's the best time to tweet, what are the posts that are responding really well, and what do you think the magic ingredients that make them respond well. Chances are it's probably going to be emotional. It's going to appeal to other people's interests. Like some of my posts when I've talked about suffering with body dysmorphia, some of my personal issues, when I share stuff like this content, stuff that clients don't get to see, just being completely honest, that for me gets the most engagement. Pay for advertising. How many times, do we see these ads pop up on our Facebook feeds? And sometimes it can be annoying, but I actually think it's very positive because there's people out there which are tailoring their marketing towards your interest, basically. So you've got to be able to be willing to put your hand in your pocket and spend a little bit of dough to actually get your content published. And something again that I've discovered the last 4 weeks is if you see a post that's performing well on your business page, share it on your personal page, because the chances are if it performs well in one realm, it will perform well in the other realm. That you've come up with a recipe which resonates with people, and vice versa. So say you put a good personal Facebook status and share that on your business page, chances are again it's going to get a good response. That's something that I've noticed. Test stuff, what works, and then mass produce it, put it out on Twitter, but just adapt it to different platforms. And that brings me on to my next point. Every platform is very different. Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, Flickr, Instagram, they all have different purposes. Some emphasize pictures, some emphasize a little bit more content, some emphasize a little bit more. Understanding what is relevant for that platform. So with Twitter, engaging in conversations, asking people questions, building up a bit of a friendship group. Instagram putting out good pictures, lots of hashtags, relevant to your industry. And Facebook, a little bit of both, so good pictures, good content. So that's another really great tip. the thing that I find, you know, this is my next point, what's good about the book. The thing that I think is particularly good is anybody can read this. Literally, you know, a 15-year-old high school kid could read this and decipher the message in the book. There's colourful pictures, there's examples, and what I like about this as well is it's not just all airy-fairy, do this and it's the magic formula. It's very, very honest, and Gary pulls apart some crap campaigns as well. So you've got stuff that works, and he says why this works. You know, the copy is good, it entices people to take action, the picture is very, very good, etc. And it also pulls apart other successful businesses which haven't, you know, quite got their content right. I don't know if you can see that, but you can see it's very, very colourful, dead easy to read, and it's just such a nice book, and the feel and the texture of it. And I know I sound a bit geeky here, but there's just something about this book that when you pick it up, it feels special. And the actual knowledge which is contained within these 188 pages, that's another point, it's only short, it's just phenomenal. And it's an amazing investment for somebody that's so experienced, that's built up large companies, to spend, you know, 12 quid or $18 if you're from the US. It's an absolute no-brainer, it's a win-win. So the last thing that I want to talk about is, because I run a personal training company, is how this can help, you know, your PT business, or if you're not running a PT company, how it can help your business in general. I think one of the things that really stand out for me is to make your content engaging, and to get ideas. You're seeing case studies of people like Nike, famous celebrities. Lil Wayne's in there. I think Lil Wayne gets slated actually. Yeah, he does get slated for not being engaging enough with his fans, but I suppose he's probably got quite a few million, putting it modestly. But it's just a sparking of ideas. Like, I think I've written about, I think, over 40 Facebook posts the last week, because I've been reading an article, been reading a page, and I've been like, well, that's a great idea, I'm going to copy that, but in my context. I'm going to talk about Sheffield, I'm going to go out and get some good pictures of Sheffield, get me training. I took a picture of a squirrel the other day, which I thought was perfect, as I was doing squat jumps in the park, and then I put that on Facebook, and I got a decent amount of likes and engagement, and it's just the amount of ideas that this book's given me, it is phenomenal. And if you can reach out to your local community, then that personalness about you can really stand you in good stead over large, big corporate leaders, because they're so worried about saying the right things, being sued if they say the wrong things. So being a young, free entrepreneur with lots of energy can really give you that advantage, even though you haven't got as many staff. By being creative and being unique, and you know, you are one in a million. Everybody that's watching this video, we've all got our own personalities. We all look different. We have different eyes, different features, different personalities. We might have read some of the same books, but there's nobody that can replicate who you are as a person. So embrace that and share it and be creative. And you know, that can be said for PTs, and that can be said for any entrepreneur. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave your comments below. If you liked it, give it a like. If you don't like it, give it a dislike. Please leave your feedback. Let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know what I could have done better. I'm always seeking to improve, and I know I'm far from perfect. I'm going to put loads of links in this video, or on this blog post. I'm going to share it on my blog as well. And I'm going to share a really good article by Gary Vaynerchuck about fitness, the fitness industry and personal trainers, and how they should market themselves better. So I'm going to share that knowledge bomb with you. I'm going to share where you can buy the book. I'm going to share Gary Vaynerchuck's other books as well, and also a link to his website, because this is the least that I can do to say thank you to him, even though it may never reach him. It probably won't reach him. And also just to share the love. You know, even if one person buys the book and they come up with 10 new statuses, or it changes the direction of the business and the life, then that for me has made this 2 or 3 hours editing this video all the worthwhile. I just want to say thank you very, very much for your time. I really appreciate it. If you want to hear more from me, you can head over to my website, which is www.lepfitness.co.uk. I pretty much blog every single week. I'm always putting out videos, workouts, nutrition, etc. And I just love what I do. I love my industry. I love talking about lifestyle. I love learning, developing, reading books, and just sharing my world basically. So thank you. Take care.